One day, a Japanese office worker walked into his company. At 1 a.m., he told security he'd forgotten something. They let him in. He cleaned out his locker, returned his equipment the next morning, and never spoke to his coworkers again. On the drive home, he screamed, "Service right." So today, I'm reading real confessions from Japanese workers who quietly decided they were done. In Japan, there is a word, Shachiku. It's written with two characters, Sha, company, Chiku, livestock, corporate livestock. And here's the thing, it's not real an insult, it's just accurate description. Japanese workers stay at companies for years, sometimes decades, even when they are miserable. Quitting feels like a betrayal, like giving up, like failing your team. So when a Japanese worker finally decided to leave, they don't announce it. They go quiet. They start cleaning their desk. A little each day, they take photos of their time cards. They use up vacation days they haven't touched in years. These are the signs. Story number one, confession number one. The moment I decided to quit, something strange happened. I became kind, and suddenly I wasn't angry at my coworkers anymore. The clients who drove me crazy? Fine. The impossible workload? Fine. Because I knew in 3 months none of this would matter. The last month I just took paid leave. And by the way, this was my third job change. Here's what I've learned. A company doesn't collapse when one person leaves. You are not as irreplaceable as they want you to believe. And suddenly became kind. I find that fascinating. In Japan, there's enormous pressure to act loyal, to look like the company matters. But the moment that the pressure lifts, even just in your own mind, the people are transformed. Okay, so story 2, confession number 2. One of my employees recently handled in his resignation. He'd always been quiet, but after he submitted the paperwork, his entire personality changed. He became aggressive, short-tempered, and confrontational. This man had been working through his lunch breaks even single day. He hadn't taken a single vacation day in years. When I tried to talk him out of leaving, he stopped me. You worked me to the bone, and now you want more? If you try to stop me, I'm going straight to the labor board. I have photos of every time card I've ever worked. So I didn't know what to say. He left. I'm going to the labor board. In Japan, that is a big statement. Japanese workers rarely fight back. The culture values harmony even when the situation is deeply unfair. But when someone decides they have nothing left to lose, the silent breaks. Okay. Story 3, confession number 3. Here's what I noticed about myself. When I was just thinking about quitting, I complained constantly to anyone who would listen. But the moment my decision was truly made, I went completely silent. I organized documents quietly, cleaned my desk a little every day. I wrote handover notes, but only the bare minimum. My personal skills, the things I spent years building, I kept those to myself. The company never asked how I really felt, so I never told them. When the decision is made, they go silent. This pattern comes up again and again. The loud complainer is still invested. The quiet one has already left in their mind. Confession number 4: getting a job offer from another company feels exactly like picking up a star in Mario. Suddenly you are invincible. You say things you never dared to say before. You push back on requests you used to silently accept. And somehow it actually works. People treat you differently when you stop being afraid. I stayed at the company for years, waiting for things to improve. All I needed was way out. The Mario star. I love this one because it's so honest. In Japan, loyalty to your company is expected, even demanded. But the second you have options, the dynamic completely flips. The power was never with the company. It was always with the person who had somewhere else to go. The 35, confession number 5. I worked there for 10 years. Only my last night, I went in at 1 a.m. I told security I'd forgotten something. I cleaned out my locker, took back my belongings. The next morning, I walked into HR, returned my equipment, and walked out without seeing a single coworker. On the drive home, I screamed, "Serves you right." 10 years, and that's what it came to 10 years. In Japan, staying at one company for 10 years is almost expected. But what strikes me here isn't the dramatic exit. It's the relief. The pure physical relief of finally being free. Okay, reflection. Reading through all of these, a few things stand out. The first is the silence. Every single person here, when they were truly ready to leave, stopped talking. No more complaints, no more arguments, just quiet preparation. The second is the relief. Not sadness, not regret, relief. And I think that tells you something about the conditions these people who were working in. When living feels like freedom, the place you live in was never a good place to be. And the third, company always notices too late. The desk getting cleaner, the unused vacation days suddenly all used up. The people who argued now saying nothing. These are not mysteries, they are signals. Okay, these confessions were shared anonymously on Japanese message boards, where people finally say what they couldn't say, stay at home work. Have you ever been this person? The one quietly cleaning up the desk, counting down the days, saying nothing. Leave a comment. I read every single one. More real stories from Japanese workplaces every week. Subscribe if you want the truth behind the service. See you next time. Bye.